Let's go. So, good afternoon, everyone. We're back again here. We're gonna keep going on what we started this morning, and after reading what Bellbuck had sent me on Discord at the end of the stream this morning, I went ahead, took a little bit longer than expected as a break, and heat up that little thing here. So the idea here is that by cooking it, basically 315 for 30 minutes right inside the oven. I removed the seal we replaced here. I think I haven't damaged it. It seems in good condition and everything, so we're gonna be able to just throw it back there when we're done. But basically this way what happened is that we helped the oil to evaporate from the surface. So this is done. We're gonna go straight ahead and start digging a hole in here basically to open up that circle right here, that casting shape here. Reason for that, as you probably already know if you were there this morning, we need to weld that on top of that cover here so that it becomes a place where we're gonna be able to connect our turbo return line, our turbo oil return line. So this is the idea this afternoon. We're gonna go and move forward towards that, and we will start with just basically drilling a hole. Good afternoon, Jeff. Osha Dangares. So with that said, let's just start drilling. Hoi. So like I just said, I baked the shit out of it for 30 minutes, let it cool down enough for me to bring it in here, and we're gonna just go ahead and drill a little lovely hole in there. Also, I've looked again at what we did this morning. Not too bad. The last one we did was pretty damn cool. The last one here really looks really good. A bit of undercut at the end here, like I was going a little bit too deep on the top material there, but otherwise that one's looking great. So these are the last setting we had, so should be not too bad. Yeah, I hope it's good. Honestly, already felt not too bad, and the color shifted a little bit in the oven, so seems like it went a little bit more silver tone than it was not copper, just a slight difference, but that's already showing us that we might have just make it better. So we're gonna go ahead and tap a little punch on top of that cover. If I can just find back my hammer, is right next to it. Dual side. Is the butt working? The butt's still not working. Let me try to reboot it. I don't think it's gonna be working either. I think it's the mic that went kaput. Yeah, the mic is hard to reboot pretty much. It would have been the best if I restarted the entire computer. Didn't think of it. Now we're live. I will need to cut. So that's why. Dual side. Oh, there we go. Working. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try to make it properly. I will take a look at the measurement of that, not just going by the look of it. 26 mil, that means 13. So basically right there. Right, and now if I was to do that, 26.2 on that side, 13 mil will be here. There we go. Honestly, plastic ruler for the win, man. I have a caliper right on the table next to me or on top of the workbench. I really enjoy a plastic one. It's really good for those kind of small measurements. You don't need to go too fancy with those. There we go. Now let's drill the shit out of it. Nah. Doing the job it has to do. We love that. Did I put that there? Nope. Where did I put the drill? Right there. I'm blind. 100 millième. Ah, c'est la mesure que je prends de gauche à droite reste la même, peu importe tant que je la split. Hey, aluminium is fun for that. So easy to drill. Boom, spot on. Right in the middle. Ça te cringe? Écoute, j'ai des outils de haute précision et 2 rulers en plastique que j'utilise régulièrement aussi. Hey. All right, now we're gonna go with that kind of drill bit. Basically what we want is to drill through. I took a measurement, I will show it to you. Basically, we want that lips to sit flush to the cover, and when looking at it, our inner one here is pretty much the exact same size as the last stage of that drill here. So we're gonna be able to go straight through, and that's gonna work perfectly. So let's do that. And we need to make that a little bit. All right, before going to the last one, let's make sure, yep, we're gonna need the last one. There we go. Easy. All right, now that this is done, is it fitting? Hey, that's a perfect fit. I have almost no play left to right. Let's go. I'm gonna take the pedal away. There we go. So we're gonna clean all that, but here we have pretty much the right idea. Cool. And we have a lot of material, and here's how it's gonna look like from the inside. I feel like I could even be doing a weld from the inside if needed, but it should not be needed, so that's all good. Great fitment, we're happy with that. Now let's start by brushing that even more. So I'm gonna take my gloves, make sure everything's right. I'm gonna also take time to smooth the edges from the inside. There. Ouais, je sais juste pas, ça va dépendre comment elle de l'extérieur va sortir. To be fair, if I was fully honest, I would prefer to sit it on top like this and just weld the inside, because this way it will look way better on the outside here once powder coated and everything. No welds at all here will look just insanely good. Will just look like it was screwed on top here. So part of me is tempted to try to just weld the inner side here all around. Yeah, basically I just need to make sure it's leak free, but other than that, that will be so much better. Because I have quite a good lips all the way through and quite a good thickness in material too. That would be so sick. Et limite, tu passes le Dremel pour pas disturb the oil flow. True, true. Just smoothing everything out. That will be good. And the thing we need... Oui, ça marche, peu importe. T'écrirais n'importe quoi qu'il y a FLO dedans, ça va le faire. One thing is, when thinking of it, like you think the oil flow and stuff like that, like you don't want anything to be trapped, but basically the main thing with that is that this is way bigger than it needs to be technically. It's just that gravity, you don't want any oil to have difficulties extracting the turbo system. So basically you want it to flow freely, but it's just going to drip. It's never going to be something that is full of oil. Like there's gonna be a bung like that under the turbo connecting to the one we're adding here, and it's just going to be a small flow of oil all the way through. Basically that means even if there was a bit of welding up, like creating bumps and stuff, it wouldn't matter that much, but we will still make sure it is all good and good looking. I have also the drill bit to make that, and since it's aluminum, it's pretty easy to drill through. All right, let's clean that at least. So I'm just gonna go with that. Just try to smoothen the edges a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna do the same thing here. There we go. Just to make sure we don't have anything in there. Now we're gonna brush all that, clean that up. Then we're gonna practice one more time and see what we're doing then. I really think I'm gonna try to basically, yeah, I think I'm gonna try to weld from the inside. I will love to have something really clean on the outside. I was to take the Scotch-Brite. So I have one in better condition here. I'm gonna use that one then. Let's go. So we're gonna make sure we are cleaning both sides, because basically we don't want anything trapped in between the new bung and that. And we're also going to clean the actual bung, because we need to make sure the aluminum on there is also ready to get welded. We won't just assume that it is. The section I need to be the most afraid of is that here, because here is where we have less material a little bit. It's not too bad, just need to take care of that. Because yeah, I think it will be worth it to start from the inside and then do the outside if we see that we have a leak, because that's going to be easier to tackle down also. Let's try to brush that really well. Yeah, we have a bit of something getting out of there. I'm gonna try to clean it even more. I'm gonna first of all put some mineral spirit on there. Yeah, we have contaminants in there. So I think that's gonna be the most important part on all that procedure, just making sure we are super clean in here. Because let's not forget we have one try. Let's keep going with the Scotch-Brite. Let's wash it again, and we will wash it on both sides this time. And like this switch should be even cleaner and easier to keep that clean. There we go. Right, seems like we might be right there. Aluminum seems super clean. There we go. Clean little hole. So, are we ready to maybe just go ahead, weld on our practice rig, and then start that? Whew, stressful. We got this. So I'm gonna take that one here, and I think we're gonna take a brand new one when, depending on how much we have left, because it's not a huge surface we have to weld. That's the thing. Oh yeah, we said we were also going to clean the bung itself. Let's do that before moving on to the other thing. Let me grab the Scotch-Brite again that I've thrown here. Yeah. So let's take a piece that is really clean. I'm gonna remove the glove for maximum dexterity. Here we are. So we're gonna be cleaning that. See how it changes the color of the Scotch-Brite. Cool. I'm gonna do also the big weld on ring here, just to make sure if we need to do that, we're gonna make sure we are okay. I'm gonna clean that up with some mineral spirit, just like we did all the rest. And then after that, we should be pretty much good. Friendme aluminum is a bit less intense to clean, that's for sure. Oh, Jeff, I did one raid this lunchtime while waiting for that to cool down. Went to Custody nighttime to just plan my golden chains. Killed 2 players, one right at the beginning at level 18 trying to do setup, and I smashed after planting my golden chain. I realized the car was activated behind the dorms. I was at the 3-story, 1/3 floor in the kitchen room, and I just destroyed the guy when he went back. He was hiding in the bushes, and when he went for the car extract, I just destroyed this poor guy. And he had already killed someone in that raid. He had so much loot. It was crazy, it was insane. All right, there we go. We're gonna be ready to weld that on, pretty sure. I ended up having to leave a gun behind, take a mule and an SJ6 to get out. 2 current level 5 armor, 1 fully kitted MDR. I kept my gun, and I had a bunch of parts on me like Spectre, scope and stuff like that. Like, the guy was thick. Like, proper thick. All right, there we go, guys. So I'm gonna be doing just one little pass of Scotch-Brite actually on the one we had this morning. So what I want to do first before starting to weld the cover, or at least attempting to, I'm gonna go ahead and start welding that side here just as a warm-up and everything. The idea with the cover is gonna be to not try to do it in one go. As we have seen, when we release the pedal, it tends to dig a little bit, so we need to be careful. Sorry, we need to be careful of that. But also, if we can make a quarter of the turn, flip the cover, quarter, flip the cover, quarter, it could work pretty well, maybe even better than trying to do that in one go. So we'll see how it's going and how I feel it, but yeah, we're gonna see on the cover how we're doing all that. So I'm just going to brush that thing a little bit more, just to see if we're gaining a little bit of welding quality there. I'm gonna wash it again. Since aluminum seems to be depending a lot on the quality of the preparation, let's try to make a good preparation, right? All right. So from here, that means I should be able to do that. And maybe... Yep, exactly, Jeff. That's what I'm gonna need to work on. That's what I want to practice here, just focusing on when I'm stopping. When I'm starting, I'm not too afraid of that, because basically what I saw is that I was not putting enough heat, so if I'm just focusing on making a small part at a time, I might be able to just go ahead and basically wait a little bit more when I'm starting, that's all. There we go. So this way, I should be good to go. Can I do... I'm gonna bring the keyboard because I'm gonna need it when it's gonna be time to turn on and off the volume. So there we go. I'm gonna do that, do this. Get ready here to do that. All right, we're gonna be ready. We got that. Let's turn on the gas because I closed it when going for lunch. Let's remove the heater, plug the welder, and we're gonna be ready to try it one more time. So there. Where's my welding mask? I lost my welding mask. I can't see it. You're probably seeing it and I'm not even, oh, it's over there. You were probably not seeing it at all. All right, there we go. Loud noise. All right, the butt let me down even on the comment. Oh, Jeff, I think we're getting there. Oui, Jeff, ça fonctionnerait. Je pense que oui. Ce serait juste de me faire un setup ou de quoi parce que c'est pas évident sur la shape ronde puis tout de faire tenir. Mais oui, ça fonctionnerait. C'est ce que les gars font, une vitre polarisée de soudeuse devant leur cam pour voir de quoi. All right, guys. Ready to see one of the best weld. J'avoue, c'est juste le modèle n'est pas garanti d'être toujours le même. En fait, je pense que juste un setup avec un élastique pourrait faire. Ce serait vraiment sick. All right, ready to see the best weld so far that we ever done. On the edge. Front cam. I'm gonna show it on that one. So let me do that. Come on, focus. Best travel speed, best look, best consistency, best ending, just a little deep there, but like not as much as anything, nothing compared to the one just under it. I can't tell for the penetration because we had also welded the other side, but like if I'm looking how I melted this side here, wait for it, there we go. You can see I've melted that just a touch, just so it's smooth compared to the here where it has an edge going a little bit higher, but like everything is great, haven't deformed at all, almost flat. I think we got it. Yeah, a touch shaky, but not too bad even there. Because when you look, you can just see a little bit of up and down. Come on, come on. Get this little cam. Or not. That's where you will like a better camera for that. It's a bit, but it's really not. Hey, let's go. All right. So this is about 2 hours of practice. I'm taking it. It's way better, but my pace was way better than what I had this morning. At the end, I was traveling too fast this morning, afraid of digging a hole. We're probably going to clean that up just a touch. Even my filling rod ended up in a better way than this morning. Cool! Now that we have confidence, is it time to start on the one try only thing? I think it is. There, there. All right. Let's try to prepare a setup here that's gonna make it at least a little bit easier. So I just need to make sure we are having that clamped down to its place. That might be the hardest part actually. Let's see, I'm just gonna try to set the clamp a little bit loose on top here. See if I can just, yeah. All right. Ready for the real shit, oh hell yeah. Just need to find the proper setup. I'm gonna take a look how much I'm missing here for that to, I'm not missing much to push that right to its place. I'm gonna see if I can't use just a metal plate to lift it up a little bit. Like that should be plenty. That's actually aluminum too, I didn't know. Missing just a touch. So we're gonna make a spacer here to make sure we are pushing that to its place. So this way we won't be afraid. All right, and I'm gonna clamp that down over here. Because this way, if we are also applying a bit of pressure, we should be able to make sure that the gap is closed on the outside, just like that. Now I just need to make sure I have the space to work. But here, basically, what I'm looking at, dual side. Dual side. There we go. So here, what I'm looking at is the gap in between the cover and that, and make sure I have no play in that at all. So right now it's perfect. So that means I could start welding the inside here, which is stressful. Not gonna lie, and just try to get that to the proper place. So when I'm looking here, yep, that's gonna be a bit tight there. I might stick the tungsten just a touch more, not a lot, but just a touch. And I'm not going to sharpen it because I feel like I just got my hand with the shape it has. It is not perfect. There's a little bubble at the end there, but I'm gonna try to play with it because basically I feel like I just got something decent on the test, and it was already like that. So yeah. Gonna take the air gun, just pass one shot on top to make sure everything's as clean as possible. And we're gonna do that. So basically I'm gonna try to at least start it here and move a quarter. Then we're gonna reset everything and make sure everything's in great condition. We got this, we got this. So let's make sure also the rod, the filler rod is in great condition. We're gonna take everything we can, make sure everything is as good as it can be. Because that's the most frightening part right here. Not gonna lie. It's where you need to have confidence. And do I have it? Enough to try it? But I'm not a master, so not enough to say just to be, don't want to tack both sides. What do you mean to tack both sides? Oh, like tacking one. Oh, okay, yeah, that will make sense. I can try that. That will be just to keep it right in place. I thought of it and I was like, probably not that much of a problem since I have everything clamped down, but warping is something always surprising. So, yep, might try that actually. So I'm gonna try it on this side first. So I'm gonna pop you up a little bit more, guys. It's gonna be hard for you to see anything at all. We're not doing too bad. Yeah, that's gonna be the best. So we're here. So yeah, I might do that side first. Then we know that it's a bit thinner on this side, so I'm gonna tack it there. It's gonna already put me some material in there. Yeah, exactly. On top of it, or start right at it, so it's helping you to get a decent start without going through. So that's what I did with steel, and it was working quite great. Are we missing something? I said we will pass a bit of air to make sure it's all dry and ready to go. So that. All right. The main project of the afternoon. What are we going to do after that? We'll see. I need to go to the grocery store, so it might be a short stream, but I think we might try to place the rear cover. There we go. Woo! All right, we're ready. We got this, we got this. So as I said, material-wise, the thickness seems pretty much the same. One thing I wouldn't be surprised is that it reacts differently from what we just did, because the cast material of the cover might be might have more density or something like that in the aluminum. So I have no clue what kind of aluminum that is. So it might make quite a big difference in the way it reacts. So we're gonna see by just doing what Jeff said, tack welding both sides, just to make sure we are getting basically something decent there, something that won't warp too much and everything. And it's also going to tell us if there's any big deal on the kind of aluminum we are working with. So we're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna try that. I would really love to just do one pass on the inside just for making everything super clean. So let's see how it's going. Loud noise. All right, now it's working, cool. So reason I'm stopping there, I got my mark done, my first tack. One thing I can notice is that we have a burning mark happening, which seems to be due to some contamination maybe, but otherwise it did what we were expecting it to do. Even that on top here, the weld oil, yeah, probably a bit of oil still in there, but otherwise the weld itself seems pretty good. Did exactly what we were expecting it to do, and it just stayed a little bit on top right there, but the side melted properly. Yeah, it looks okay. It haven't done splashes like we had earlier the first time we practiced. So we're gonna go again and try that. We're gonna do that on the other side here, and yeah, let's see how it's going. I might have to stand up for that one and change my position, so we'll see. Boom, 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 boom. Let's try to turn that, turn this. Like so, and just go like that. Yep. All right, let's try that. Loud noise. It won't work, right? Oh, that's not the good word. It's loud. All right, so why did I stop? It's looking good, yes, Jeff, it's looking not bad. I touched my tungsten with the filler rod, so I saw the contamination. I was able to make sure there was no big mess. But it was a close call, so I'm gonna just sharpen it to make sure we are all good and clean. But so far, so good. It's really looking not bad at all. We're gonna have to just check after that, make sure the gap seems really good on the outside. We have 3/4 done, and yeah. So far, we are not doing bad at all. We might be able to smooth it out just a touch, but we haven't went through. Everything's looking great, so we're gonna keep going with that. Yep. Loud noise. Voice. All right, so there we go. So basically now what I'm gonna try to do is leave a bit of space at the back here. We are welding onto the ring. I can tell it right away. I see that we have penetration on the bung itself. It's really more the casting I'm looking forward. We're gonna be brushing everything at the end, but I'm gonna try to go from where we started there and move our way towards here, so that might give us a little bit of help. I'm gonna try to just turn it a little bit to give me a little bit more access there. That's good. Let's do that. Let's do this. Bring the pedal. It's going pretty well standing up, to be fair. So I'm gonna keep going this way, just because we have to kind of twist and everything. Looking from above is really helpful. So I'm gonna go with that, and hopefully everything's gonna keep working well. Loud noise. Loud noise. Loud noise. Oh, Labat, do your job. All right, we are in our eternal butt problem while welding. Sounds good, Jeff. Bon retour. Bye-bye. À tantôt. Loud noise. Front cam. Oh, we're already in front. All right, so far not too bad. This is how the welds are looking like. Not the greatest, we had contamination in it. I'm gonna try to make it better in some spots, but so far the idea is there. We can see that we are not really going on top of the hole itself of the shape. I just have a few little porosity in there that I'm not really happy with. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure they are as smooth as possible, just to try to prevent any kind of leak, of possible leaks in there. That's pretty much it, but otherwise, super happy with the result. So I'm just gonna go on top there and make sure we are cleaning a little bit the welds. Like, I don't want to try to overdo it, because honestly that's where usually I'm starting to make mistakes, but All right, we're back. Cool. Front cam. Yeah, the butt is not happy right now. So let me show you where we are at. There we go. Okay, that's better. So right here, I just successfully cleaned the welds a little bit more. They are more to my taste now. Just a bit less porosity in there. So we're just gonna do one more little thing on it. But otherwise, I think we're gonna be good to test that as is. I can see it touch the bung everywhere, so it's not just on top of it. I can see that white line, meaning penetration on top of the bung. Everything's sitting flush here. Yep, and worst case, we can almost put a bind of goo around that, but the idea is to have it looking clean, and I think it's pretty much done there. So here we go if you want to see how it looks on the inside. Not the greatest, not the worst. We have done something. The only thing I will say, let me check that from here. We don't have any lights going through. Don't have any going through. The only thing I will say is that, well, I don't have really anything to say about it. It's smooth, there's no cracks. I added a bead there, so that makes sense. What we're gonna do is take a drill bit, the biggest one we have, and just drill through to make sure we have full oil flow going through there. So basically, I have that drill bit right here. That is pretty much the exact size of that. And see, it's not going right through right now. So we're just gonna make sure it is able to. And then we're gonna be done with that part right there. All right, so just do that. We're going slowly through. The idea is to not damage the bung itself, but really just open up that side here. Just a touch. There we go. Now let me take a brush, the one we used to clean some engine stuff. I'm just going through. Make sure we are all clean. We haven't destroyed anything, because that will suck right at the end there. There we go. I can already tell you that it's gonna work. Oh shit, I need to keep that out of here. So as we just said before, we had a little bit of contamination, but it did work pretty well still. So I think what we did, heating the thing up and everything, like Bill Buck told us, did work actually pretty well and gave us the result we were expecting to have. So that is really cool. I'm happy with what I'm seeing right now. Is mineral spirit's gonna fuck up my keyboard? We're gonna know, because I just dropped a splutch on the O. So I don't know what will be the best way to test if it's leak-free, but I think it's more gonna be something over time than anything else. So we just save ourselves probably $200 for now. And it looks pretty. The outside is really looking good. There we go. Cool. Final result. So we have our 10 AN bung on top here, welded to the other side here. Now let's see if this is still fitting, but I don't see how it wouldn't fit on top of the oil pump. So let me grab this, bring it towards here. Hello, hello sir, thank you. Let's turn that a little bit. Dual side. Dual side. Yeah, the bus is not happy. Point. All right, so as you can see, since I was working on metal, I did cover the actual engine to make sure we were safe. Boom. Like a glove. It's really funny how it lines up with an actual bolt. That's gonna be exactly what we need to drop it right to its place. Drop the oil where it needs to go. There. Looks fantastic. Hell yeah. Let's cover that for now. So now it's gonna be basically cooling down. It's already not that hot, so really not bad. It's looking amazing. There's like one spot I'm like, oh, I will love to do just a touch up there on the weld, but I'm also in a position where I'm like, it's not needed, but I kind of want to. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Because, you know, I don't want to be too crazy about it. Let's take a picture. Boom. I want to take a picture also of the last pass we did on our practice rig, because that one was insane. Better than what we just did, not gonna lie. There we go. Boom. Ugh. All right, what else? What else? Now we're gonna be able to put that on top of everything, make sure everything's looking great. We're gonna have to pretty much clean that up all over again one more time, because we need to make sure, I just see that we have a bit of metal in here, so we need to make sure everything is out. We're gonna clean that. We can actually start the cleanup a little bit, but I think the rest gonna wait for tomorrow. Not gonna lie, I'm not planning on doing a long stream today. Why? Because because need to go to the grocery store, need to do a bunch of things. Oh, on the thing we received, by the way, we did receive those. So we're gonna be able to plug, because that was also, that plug here was one we were waiting to cover the hole at the back so we can put the back plate. So that's gonna be done too. So that means pretty much we're gonna be ready to drop everything, the plates, the oil pan and everything tomorrow morning. That's gonna be amazing, because the engine's gonna start to look like an actual engine, like even more. And then we're gonna get closer and closer to actually work on the engine head, cylinders head, and then putting them in place and everything. So that's amazing. Honestly, I believe that Friday the engine is done, and that next week we either start adding the coilovers on top here, or big brakes, stuff like that, or we are moving on to putting the engine in. But I really think we're gonna work on big brakes and stuff like that, then also probably big brakes, coilovers, probably the rear setup, just so everything's in place when we start moving our engine and transmission in place. So that will be great. So next week is gonna be amazing. A lot of brand new parts dropping inside the Datsun. That's gonna be good. But yeah, until then, I think it's gonna be for tomorrow. The rest of it, there you go. That, let's just remove that. We're gonna have to take away the welder. That's gonna be done tomorrow morning before going live on stream, or maybe tonight if I have motivation to do it. Good. It's done! We succeed! So basically, just to give you a rough idea, guys, it took time. Let's not count time. Like when you're doing something like that, you always need to think that you're doing that for free. You're not counting your hours put in it. Because basically we put what? Like, but actually it's been like an hour 18 we are here. We did a practice weld and prepared everything. So even if we count that, we're still profitable. But basically, a cover like this with a fitting like this, well, actually the aftermarket one would have one there and one there, so let that be said, but like I just need one. So for me it's even better because I don't need a cap to buy a cap like in addition of all that, which will be like $10. So basically that was a $200 cover with that integrated to it, and we just bid it for about TIG welding material there, $20. $20 for 2 bungs, so we have one spare if we need that for anything else. So 2 bungs, so let's say $20, but actually it's 10 for one. It's just that you have to buy them in a pair. So let's say still 20. So $20, like 25 for the material there, the filler rod, 20 for those, so we're at 45. That's it. That's it. So I mean, I won't count like the practice stuff like that, because basically that's just practicing because I'm a newbie. But like someone doing that and used to doing something like that, it's less than $50 for getting something better. So honestly, that's a win on all the points. Like if we had damaged that once and for all and had to replace it, so be it. It would have still been worth to basically do it, try it by ourselves and buy the $200 one right after. Last thing we can do actually is to place that thing here on top. So let's do that. We're gonna reseal that. Put it this way, like so. We're gonna go. Nailed it. Go. All right, so our seal is back on, so we should be good to throw that on the car tomorrow. Hey, like brand new. Let's go. Success, big progression. All right, guys, I know it's a short stream this afternoon, but hey, sometimes that happens because it went super well. So let's go, or should I say super well? Okay, I'm out of here. So have a great afternoon, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow morning where we are continuing the engine itself. So that's gonna be amazing. See you then. Have a great afternoon. Bye.